Hello guys, it's me again. I'm back and I'm going to talk to you about something I've been doing for 10 years. Judo is the back end of my license. Woo! BGA member. I'm at Burnley Judo Club, have been for 10 years, helping coach for the past 3. Judo has been a part of my life that long. You know, Judo is amazing. And if you don't do a martial art or a sport or whatever, I jump into Judo. It's brilliant. You'll meet people, you get to fight people, you get to make friends, you get to have a chat, you meet up with mates every week. It's awesome. I love it. I love going. And like even the coaching side, I love teaching the kids. I like going down there, teaching the kids something, and then seeing them using things I've taught them. I mean, like, I taught you that. That is awesome. I love you, child, for doing that. Not literally. So that's my license. As you can see, it's pretty old, very worn. This is one of the older licenses. Back when you could get like 3 different licenses, it was like this one, the black one, a blue one, and I want to say a red one, but I can't remember because that is that long ago. Because you could get like the year's membership, which was this. You could get 6 months, and you could get a month, and then they changed it. So, like I say, oops. I go to Bruniquai, Burnley. If you wonder why it says Ellis there, my surname used to be Ellis, it's not anymore. It's Ingleby because, you know, things happen. That was little me 10 years ago. Small version of me. Now, once upon a time in here, you had a piece of paper, and they got rid of that and put these cards in there. It does me head in. But there's nothing you can do about that. So, when I first joined, when I started Judo, I got into it because my gram worked with my coach, and obviously he must have said, "Hey, I do Judo at Burnley or whatever." And she came home and said, "David, I know someone that does Judo. Would you like to give it a go?" I said, "Oh, go on then." I don't remember the exact words because it's 10 years ago. I don't really remember what I did yesterday, apart from a couple of videos and go to rugby and walk up an E3. But apart from that, I don't really remember what I did. So that's how I got into Judo, and then I went and I just enjoyed it. And I was pretty good at it as well. I picked stuff up like that. But that goes for quite a lot of things for me, which does annoy me sometimes, but it's also good. So when I started as a Kano. I was an under 8 in 2007. And it was like June or July 2007, maybe. Potentially a bit later on because my first grading was on the 29th of the 6th, 2008. Wait. That, you know, hold on. 29th of the 6th, 2008. I'd still be a Kano then. Never mind. I still got my first month anyway. So that's all the junior grades that I did. So as a junior, I got up to 15th Mon, and then that was back in on the 25th of May 2015. That's 2 years ago. And only recently did I get my first Q. I think it was the 2nd of the 11th, 2016. So it was almost a year later. In fact, it was longer than a year. Quite a lot of people. You could go up a belt in a year because you're allowed to do like 3 gradings a year unless you're a senior. You can do a grading every month. Yeah, I'm 2 times Lancashire champion. That was in 2014, 2015. And then I missed the 2016 one. It was earlier, and the club that it was at was moving, so I didn't know about it. So I missed it, and I was gutted. I did, however, go to Kendal later that year in October, September. Can't remember what month, but I went and I got gold. I almost got hand sakamaki for strangling someone, which is disqualification, hand sakamaki, because they said they would state the rules on the day about whether or not we could use strangles and arm locks. And being 16, I'm like, well, I can use strangles and arm locks because you have to be 14 for strangles and 12 for arm locks. So I went. I beat the first guy by squashing him with Muni Gatame. No, sorry, Tatishio Gatame. And then my second fight, I threw the kid. We went into groundwork. I think he held me for a couple of seconds. I broke free. He was on his stomach, and I had him in perfect position. I strangled him. And the ref shouts, "Mate, Ippon!" Uh, and then because he tapped, and he says to me, "Was that a strangle?" I says, "Yes." And at that point, I dropped, and I was like, "Oh my god! I'm about to get disqualified here." The ref went over to talk to the other kid's coach and my coach. And my coach he said to me afterwards, he was like, "What are you doing? Don't strangle him." And I'm like, when I fight, I block everyone out. So I didn't know my coach was saying that. And they were talking. And the other coach said that if my boy is going to win, he's going to win properly and not by a disqualification. I was like, thank God for that. But it was like 2-3 minutes of them talking. I was pacing around the mat like this. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get disqualified. I'm not even gonna get the last fight. Oh god. And then the ref came back on and he said, "We're not gonna disqualify you, but we're not gonna give you those points." So I was like, oh, thank God. And then within about 10 seconds, I dropped him with Tani Itoshi. So, whew, I was very grateful for that. And then I had my last fight. Wow. That fight went on for ages. With this big black lad. And we're fighting like, who's going to win? Blah, 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 and all that marking. And I went up on points. I think I had Ozari. And he only had Nuko. I had Nuko and Ozari. I was like, yes, I'm winning. Because I had done drop knee Taitashi to him. But he didn't go on his back. And by the end of the fight, we're both like this. Because we're both that tired. We've been fighting that long. And I won because he tried to do a sacrifice throw, and I was like, bitch, please. And I was like, get in the ground, stay there. The ref goes, Ippon! I was like, yes! Thank you. But it was funny. Funny when I almost got hand sakamaki. Trying to think of other competitions I've been to. My first competition, I lost my first 2 fights. I'm like, oh, I lost my first 2 fights. And then I stopped someone from getting the gold medal. I was so glad. I did Ogoshi to the kid and he came off crying. I was like, yes, I won a fight. I'm not the worst. And that's been the case for all my competitions, because the ones I've been to, everyone in your pool got a medal. So if there's 4 of you, all 4 of you would get a medal, even if you lost all 3 of your fights. Now, I lost my first 2 and I'm like, I can't lose a third. And yeah. But my judo really improved when I started playing rugby at school, because my aggression went up. I was like, right, when I go in there, I am going in there to win. And like everyone's like, oh, it's not all about winning, it's about taking part. Well, yeah, it is about taking part, but you want to win. That was it. That was my drive. That is still my drive now. If I go and compete in judo, I'm like, I am going to go on that mat and I am going to put you on that mat on your back and get an ippon and move on. Now, not too long ago, down at the club, it was a senior class, and I was fighting Chris, one of the other coaches. He's one of the, well, he's not a coach because he don't have his certificate, but he helps out like I do. And the old coach that used to be there, Ronnie, who's a third dan, he was there teaching the girls summit, and me and Chris were doing randori. And I threw Chris with Uchimata. I missed, went straight up the middle of his legs, into his testicles, and took him straight through the air and landed on him, and it was a beautiful hip-on. And Ronnie had said something, I don't know what, but we got up, and Chris said to me, I thought Ronnie said something. I'm like, no, Chris, you got dumped. And he couldn't accept that I dumped him like I did. It was an absolute beautiful throw. Like it could not have been planned or done any more perfect than it was. It was brilliant. It's like the first time I threw my coach, Michael, who's the first Dan. It was I did Uchimata had turned into Coach Gak. I was just like, yes, this is the first time I've thrown you. And he got up and he's like, you bastard, you threw me. But no, seriously, that was well good. It was absolutely brilliant throw, but at least he accepted it. And like, there's two lads that come on a Friday, John and Lewis. They're both first Qs, they both got points towards the downgradings. And I haven't trained properly for a couple of years. They train 4 nights a week. Still can't beat me. Lewis is supposedly in the top 20. Doesn't fight like you. Seriously. Like, he fights with his backside stuck out and stiff as a board. Now, when I used to be faster, more technique, my technique is still there, but my speed is gone, so I can't turn in properly for throws. If I could, I'd be wiping the floor with them again. But neither of them. They're supposed to be like pretty good judokas, and they can't beat me. Someone that's been doing it for so long, and like has become sluggish at the sport, and they still can't beat me. It's a bit drastic considering one of them is supposed to be in the top 20. And they hate groundwork, especially if I get a hold on them. They never do hold downs, and yet it's their bane. I can beat them with hold downs, so there you go. We'll move on to downgradings. So I want to go for my first dan soon, but I need to get a little bit fitter first, because in a downgrading, you turn up, you get 2 initial fights. You have to win both of those fights to move on. Let's say I lost one, I get a 3rd fight. I can do it. I get a 3rd fight, which would give me the chance to move on to the next stage, which is 4 fights. Now these 4 fights are people that have lost their first 2 initial fights. Now you have to win each one back to back. So I've got to beat him, 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 and him. Back to back. Now if you don't get your downgrade on the day. You would get points. I don't know how the points work, so don't ask me. You can look it up. I've tried to look it up. BJU website sucks and tells you jack about jack. So I don't understand the points myself. I assume it's like if you get Nippon, you get 10 points. If you get a Wazari, you'll get 7. An Uko, you get 1. But they're getting rid of Uko. They've either gotten rid of Ukos or they're getting rid of. I don't know. It's like you can't win off 2 Wazaris anymore. No, wait. Yeah, 2 Wazaris. What? Why? Who thought that was a good idea? The IJF does my head in, right? I've been doing it for 10 years. When I first joined, if you look in my license, you can tell that's when they got rid of fighting for your grades. Where is it? There. Because it says contest. And that really annoys me, because if you don't fight for your grade and then you go for downgrading, you're going to get your ass kicked because you've never competed before. Now I compete, so I know what's going to happen. I'm either going to get my ass kicked or I'm going to win. One or the other. I like number 2 better. But it's like, they got rid of leg grabs, and then it was rumoured that they're going to bring leg grabs back, and everyone was like, yay, leg grabs, because, you know, it's base judo, it's that core. If Jigoro Kano was still alive today, he'd be like, what is this? What have you done to my sport? What have you done to my martial art? Well, anyway, Nothing we can do about it, so I'll just live with it. But there are illegal throws that would suit me quite a lot. Like there's a throw, you grab their leg like that and you put your foot behind it. I'd be good at that. And there's I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it's like Ushiro something or other. But essentially, it is a rugby tackle, and I play rugby, so we mix perfectly. I don't know where my dog's gone either. I think he's got bored of listening to Judo. Oh, he's here. Never mind. But yeah, there's that. The rule changes. I don't even know them. I don't even understand them. It's weird. It's like the way I tie my belt. Apparently, if you tie your belt like that in an international, they're like, take your belt off and tie it again. Why? That's how we've been taught to tie a belt. Why would I do it differently to how I've been taught? Well, there you go. Seriously though, judo is amazing. It's a sport for life. You start, you enjoy it, you stay there. Now, if you don't want to coach, that's fair enough. If you just want to train, I understand that. Because some people don't like coaching. Me, personally, there's good nights and bad nights. Sometimes I go there and I'm like, oh, I can't be asked for tonight. And I come out thinking, that's been a really good night. And sometimes I go, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. And then they're like, I come out, I'm like, oh my god. Oh. But that's you gotta live with that, haven't you? You've got to be like, you've got to understand that there's gonna be good and bad times because not everything's hunky dory. So there you go. But I can't really think of anything else I can say about judo other than it's really good. I enjoy it loads. I enjoy competing. That's a big thing for me. Fighting. Maybe you might like it. Maybe you won't. Like I say, Burnley Judo Club. Burnley Judo Club. Thomas Whittam sixth form. If you're under 8, Friday nights, 6 till 7. Juniors on a Friday, 7 till 8. Juniors on a Wednesday, 7 till 8. And seniors on a Wednesday, 8 till 9/9:30. And that's at night, by the way, PM. If you want to come, come. We'll be there. We're there every week, putting in the hours. Don't get paid for it, but I enjoy it, so that's what it's about. Anyway, that's judo. That's my take on judo. See you later, guys.